Hi, today I'm gonna introduce our family's favorite dishes, Jjajangmyeon. This time I use spam, but most time I use ground beef or chicken or the leftover turkey and the pork. Any meat is, you can use. So I hope you guys enjoy this food. 안녕하세요. Hi. Today I'm gonna make jjajangmyeon. It's a black noodle, but most of the time we order at the restaurant or some make at home too. But this time I'm gonna make a more easy way, use for this ramen. It's like the Korean market has this the instant ramen for jjajangmyeon. And so I'm gonna use this one. This dish is my family loves it, and then especially my husband loves these dishes. So yeah, I'm gonna make it hard boil first, and then I ready for 5 eggs, and I put the 2/3 teaspoon salt, and then put some the water, and then one more is that vinegar. It's a vinegar make it's a hard shell is more hard, so it's not much break it. So I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons vinegar, and then I boil. And then I put just the water, and then the 1 liter just to make for its boil its noodle. So I'm gonna make boil, and then now I'm gonna cutting is spam and onion. Most time they give some the dry the veggie inside this package, but I use it's more add more onion and some meat. Sometimes I use spam, sometimes I use chicken and pork, or the family likes ground beef. And then sometimes I use after Thanksgiving or Christmas, they have to use turkey too. Okay, I'm gonna cutting this.
I'm going to mention, honey, that I know that you're using or cutting up the onions, and usually we have cucumbers too that we like to slice up and put as a condiment on top of the chapagetti. But we ran out.
Yeah, we try a little bit eat more veggies. That's okay. I cutting the onions. Ready for onion. And this time I'm gonna use spam. You don't need to use the whole thing because there's 2 packages. There's spaghetti. It's called Chapagetti. So I gonna cutting more little bit big piece.
But you're right, honey. You were going to call it spaghetti. It is kind of like Korean black bean spaghetti.
Yeah.
So it looks like 2 packages of chapagetti, and you can find this at your local Korean or Asian supermarket, grocery store.
Yeah.
And for 2 packages, it'll be half a can of spam, honey.
Yeah, because our kid loves spam, and then
So. Yeah, you could probably even get by with a 1/4 can, but we like it with about a half a can of spam for 2 packages of Chapagetti.
Okay, now so I have some left to this onion and spam. I'm gonna put away, and then your leftover is just put back in container, and then you know Korea has this the spam the container has a little lid, so I use the recycle, and so I put, and then maybe tomorrow I can use it again, and then this. I use just a small, the onion is just a half, and so now I'm gonna put away these 2. Okay, now I boil this the egg. That's I think it's 10 minutes. You can the boil is 10 minutes. So that I already done this egg. So I'm gonna put away here and make it cool down. So now I'm gonna cook this spam.
Looks like we lost a piece of spam.
Cook spam first.
Get the spam all nice and crispy.
During cook this spam, I'm gonna show inside what kind inside this package. So this noodle and some this veggie, this dry veggie. And this one is little olive oil, and this is powder, the spice.
That's for the Chapagetti black bean sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna write this too. I put medium heat, and then cook it until golden brown. And then beginning you don't need to cook this oil, because this spam has when you cook it, spam the oil comes from the spam, so don't need to put oil. And then later maybe you can add this package of the oil here.
Okay, so you're just going to cook it until it's well done and crispy.
And then I'm gonna add onion. When almost the onion is the halfway cooked, I'm gonna add this the package.
So that's the olive oil packet.
Olive oil here.
By the way, we do recommend Chapagetti. Chapagetti, I think, is because there's like several different brands of the instant Jjajangmyeon you can probably find in the Korean grocery store. But I think Chapagetti is probably the best of all of them. It's just got a great taste, and I don't know, it is just more delicious than the other versions.
I put everything that dry, the veggie too, and cook a little bit more. And so after this, I'm going to turn off a little bit. And I boil water here, so I'm going to put noodle. Okay, maybe noodle is a little the boil like this. It's cooked maybe this halfway done, and I'm gonna add the water. Use this juice to this little bit transfer little the spam to make a sauce. So I use one. The timer, you need a timer.
Okay, so it's back on medium heat, it looks like.
And then two. I'm gonna three.
3 ladles.
And this jjajangmyeon powder.
And honey, how long do you boil the noodles for? I know you don't want to overcook the noodles.
So, when you touch it, the noodle is that's not 100% cooked. Maybe 60-70%. That time is turn off. Just
oh,
yes.
okay. So before it's done, a little bit before it turn off.
Yeah, because we need to cook here too, so that's why it's you cannot cook all the 100%. So now noodle is need to put inside the sauce.
Oh wow, you don't strain them, you just transfer just like that?
Yeah, later it's that's leftover one. I use a strainer, but it's this time you just put.
Okay, so yeah, most times we actually use a strainer, but in this case here, Bonnie's just kind of taking them out of the hot water and transferring them into the chapagetti mix. Okay, so it's been cooking for a few minutes inside the wok there, and it looks like it's now about done.
So I turn off this
Okay,
the stove.
so you turned off the stove, the range. Ooh, look at that. Looks yummy. Let's get it close up there. Ooh, look at that. Looks so good with the egg. Oh man, I wish we had our sliced cucumbers. So you would just kind of lay that in long strips off to the side of the bowl there on top of the chapagetti, and then it would look really, really good. But in this case here, we don't have it, so this is how it looks. Less the cucumbers, but still super delicious. And of course, I've got to have it with my kimchi.
It's most time, it's a Sunday lunchtime, we make these dishes. I hope you guys enjoy it too.
Any time of the week, any day, it is delicious. But yeah, we love it for some reason on Sundays. Thanks, honey, you did a great job.
Thank you.